In 1932, a war broke out on the sunburnt plains of Western Australia, not between nations, not between armies, but between man and emu. This is the true and truly ridiculous story of how Australia declared war on emus and lost. After World War I, thousands of Australian soldiers returned home, ready to farm and start anew. The government even gave them land out west, dry, dusty, rabbit-ridden land. Things were hard. Came the emus. Like feathered tanks with long legs and zero fear, they stormed the farms, trampling crops and pooping on dreams. They pecked my wheat, they pecked my soul. Driven by hunger and thirst, an unstoppable force of 20,000 emus swept across the farming lands of Western Australia, leaving a trail of destruction as they tore through crops in their relentless quest for survival. The farmers begged the government for help, so in classic Aussie fashion, they sent the army with machine guns. The operation was led by Major GPW Meredith, a man ready for anything except emus. We expected an easy campaign. After all, they're just emus. Major Meredith, probably. The first encounter, a disaster. The soldiers ambushed a group of 50 emus and missed almost all of them. The emus scattered into small units, possibly using guerrilla tactics. Machine guns jammed, vehicles broke down. The emus outran trucks. Yes, the emus were faster than the trucks. Mission success rate 0%. The soldiers fired over 2,500 rounds and hit maybe a dozen emus. Not even confirmed kills, just grazes. Even the government was like, this ain't it. Amid mounting criticism and disappointing results on the ground, Meredith and his team were eventually pulled from the operation. The official report claimed approximately 300 emus were killed, but despite this so-called success, the emus carried on ravaging the farmland, seemingly unfazed. Armed with little more than frustration and underpowered rifles, the farmers stood no chance against the emu menace. They begged the government for help again in 1934, 1943, and 1948, only to be turned down each time, as if Australia had learned its lesson. Never go to war with birds. Human casualties 0. Emu casualties roughly 300 out of 20,000. But total humiliation 100%. A truce was declared in 1999 when emus were declared a protected species. And that, my friends, is how Australia lost a war to giant emus. Thank you for watching. Remember not to mess with emus.